I'm Dr.
You're Dr. Hepburn.
Hepburn.
Well, I see that your appointment doesn't start for another 15 minutes.
Well, being on time is as good as being late.
Well, unfortunately, Dr. Kyle has taken a personal week and asked if you'd like to reschedule your tour.
Where's the restroom?
Well, there's one in the east wing down the hall, second door on the right.
Well, you seem to know your way pretty well around here. I don't see why you wouldn't make a perfect tour guide.
Lisa, can you come watch the front desk, please? Thank you.
Thank you for your flexibility. Now, what are the confidentiality limits of my inquiries?
Well, just ask and I'll tell you when you've gone too far.
Well, what does an everyday schedule look like for a patient?
Well, that depends.
What do you mean?
Well, patients are separated into two levels of their need. Blue level patients can basically handle themselves, and red level patients require the most intense assistance.
So what does a day look like for a blue level patient?
The blue level patients can go down to the chow hall for breakfast, which is down this hall and to the right. They occasionally need an escort. If they've been showing reasonable behavior, they can sit where they want. After morning chow, each patient receives their medication. Then they can take a walk in the park or read a book. Each patient participates in group session as well as individual sessions with their mentor. We have several blue level mentors, but we recently lost our only red level mentor, which is why you're here, I'm guessing.
Yes, you'd be correct. Now, how are the red level patients treated in contrast with the blue level patients?
They're in the east wing. They have extremely violent tendencies, and we've had to hire more security for that level. We've separated about 18 months ago when corporate deemed our particular patient too great of a hazard for our meager facility. He's definitely more than a handful, but not more than we can handle. Do you remember the security code that Dr. Ka gave you? And did you write it down?
Yes, it's 32A.
Are you sure?
Now, what does that mean?
That means that you have no confidentiality limit. That's the limit that I reach after working here for 8.5 years.
May I see the file room?
With your level of clearance, I should be asking you that question. I'm needed down in the chow hall. Can you find your way out?
Yes.
So what happens now?
Tell me about your mother.
What about her?
What was she like?
She was fine.
Who was?
everyone. My mom, my sister, my dad.
Would you say you were close to them?
Not really.
Do you miss them?
Not really.
Why don't you go back and tell me about that night?
Join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you?
It's her fault.
Whose fault?
No.
Whose fault was it, Jared?
It was her fault. No, mine. It was my fault.
Can we get some security in the interrogation room too? It's okay, Jared, calm down.
No, it was her fault. It was all her fault.
Jared, just calm down. Security? Security!
And we can't wait to see you, sir.
And what was that about?
Dick from corporate, announcing his many unscheduled visits to make sure that our methods and conditioning are up to par.
Really now?
No, the word got out that Marilyn Monroe is still alive and has been staying here for 50 years, and he thought he was going to get lucky.
Should have brought something for her to sign.
Fame. That's all this is about. He doesn't care about this facility or its quality of care for its patients. He just wants to take our most acclaimed patient and put it on the top of some agency as a trophy.
Acclaimed isn't exactly the word I would use.
Well, Jared is certainly. Wait.
32A.
Right. Pardon me.
I've forgotten you get a cute little number and have access to the most classified information
That has ever entered this building.
I'm confused as to why you're handling this with such sarcasm. Especially considering the fact that you have the opportunity to get a second opinion on the capability of your precious facility. I have the clearance to search through every panty drawer and underwear drawer in this goose coop, and the credentials to tell you how to wash and press your lacy unmentionables. I am here a second time, conveying my interest in this corporation. Now please, advise me. Are you gonna do your job, or am I wasting my time in this dump? Because the way I see it, my cute little number could grant me leave to be Queen Elizabeth's personal counselor. But instead I'm standing here being told to piss off by a walking pair of scrubs. That's what I thought. Now, the way I see it, Jared is your most important patient and is therefore of interest to me. I'm gonna interview him, and that's gonna be the end of my tour. You're gonna bring me down to his room, and then we're done. Capiche?
It's just through there.
Jared? I'm Dr. Josephine Hethbrun, and I'm from a private firm. Do you mind if we have a talk?
What's there to talk about?
I'd just like to get to know you. I'd like to get acquainted.
No pretending. You know me.
You're right. I know quite a bit about you. But I would like to find out a bit more.
What do you want to talk about?
Oh, I thought we could start with something simple, like a game.
A game? What kind?
A guessing game.
What are the rules?
Well, it's very simple actually. I'm going to show you a picture, and you're going to tell me what you see.
So, if you show me a picture of a flower, then I tell you it's a flower.
Exactly. Well, let's start then. What do you see here?
It reminds me of Christmas.
Christmas?
Yeah. The round parts are the ornaments, and the spiky parts are the tree.
I see. And is Christmas important to you, Jared?
Important.
When you think of Christmas, what's the first thing that comes into your mind? Anything important?
I don't think so. Should there be?
Let's move on. What do you see in this one?
Nothing.
Jared,
See?
don't be like this, Jared. I want you to be able to trust me.
Trust you.
Yes. I want us to have a good relationship. Treat me like family, okay? Can you do that for me, Jared?
It's a car.
What kind of car?
I'm not sure.
Well, does it look familiar to you?
Maybe, sort of. I don't remember seeing it ever.
Well, how do you feel about it? Jared, just give me an emotion.
It scares me! It scares me a lot. Just put it away!
Okay? Okay, it's fine. Let's move on then, huh?
Okay.
Okay then. What do you see in this one? Jared, what now? What do you see, Jared?
I'm not sure!
Jared, are you okay? Jared. Are you okay, Jared?
Why are you here?
Because it's Christmas. No one should be alone today. Jared, do you know who I am?
No.
It's me, Martha. I'm your sister.
You're dead! You died!
Oh, Jared. I'm here. You saved me. I leaned across to touch Mom's earrings. Do you remember that? They told me to buckle up. And as soon as the car started sliding, you grabbed my waist and you shielded me with your body. You were wearing Dad's big coat and you opened it up and you covered me in it. You don't remember any of this?
Mom and Dad's still dead.
Where did you get those?
Get what?
Those earrings?
I'm not wearing earrings.
What?
Martha, where did you get those?
Who's Martha? Who's Martha, Jared? Jared! Jared, what's wrong?
No.
Jared! He started screaming, Martha, I don't. He's just attacked me.
You would even say club of the earth.
Ah! Ah!